Today we're going to be implementing the backend for the feature that I've been building out. In case you missed it yesterday, I put out a video where we implemented the UI for this feature. Today we're going to implement the backend endpoints that we need to make this work, and then tomorrow we're going to implement the front end, which will bring all of it together, the URL state, the front end state, all that stuff. It'll be really cool. So if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you let me know, and also like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. Also, just a fair warning, you're going to get flashbanged in 3, 2, 1. So for those of you who missed it, this is what we implemented in the UI video. Obviously, since that video, I've made a couple changes. I switched it over to light mode, added in the actual logo for the site we're building here, did a couple things and some other pages, but the important part is this UI has not changed. And what we're going to be implementing today is going to be the endpoint to actually search for a tag. And then also we're going to implement a new load function, which will only load the products which are attached to the searched terms. So I think the best place to start here is going to be with just the search endpoint. The endpoint to, when we type in here, we should get results that match that. I went ahead into the database and I loaded a few product tags in here. So you have aerospace, natural, ocean, and plants. We can use these just as test data. And I also have 2 products in the database, each of which is attached to one of the tags. Currently, when you go to the page, you see that there's 6 products here. I'm just within the front end printing out. I'm just in the loop. I'm doing these 3 times each. This is just to give us more content because I don't feel like going through into the database and manually adding a ton of products. So that's just placeholder data for right now. So yeah, let's start here with the actual implementation of the search. So implementing search is something that I've done it a couple times and I've done it in production. I still don't know the best way to do it. Generally speaking, I don't think that I'm not too worried about performance or anything here because we're only going to be searching over a very limited sum of things. I made sure to index all the places that we're searching, so this shouldn't be too big of a deal. Over here, I'm on the page.server for the tag section within the admin page. I can show you guys what that actually looks like real quick. Oh crap, I forgot to make this to light modify this, but you get the point. If we go over to the tag section here, we can search for, actually, you know what? Well, I'll cut this out, but I'm going to fix this and make this all dark light mode real quick. All right, so I went ahead, fixed up the backend or fixed up the UI here to properly be light mode. And what I wanted to show you guys was the search that I have in here. If we search for a new tag, let's say you saw those, we do ocean. Ocean will pop up here. We can add this. So now Ocean will be attached to the demo Stripe product, which is this guy right here. So yep, now it's got natural and ocean on it. All right, so with that out of the way, let's go ahead and actually implement this. So I'm just going to start with the search implementation that I had for that guy. If we go to tags on the admin page, we'll go to the page.server. I have a ton of endpoints here because we had a bunch of stuff we had to do on this page. And the first thing I'm going to do is we're just going to grab this search endpoint that I wrote here. We're going to change a bunch of stuff about it, but it's a good place to start. So now we go back to products and we go to our page.server for our products. We have our load function there, which that's going to have to get changed. But for now, we'll deal with that in a minute. We'll do actions equals this, and then we're going to say search, and then we're going to say, actually, do we need multiple actions here? We don't need multiple actions here, so we'll just make this default. So the default action is just going to be async. We don't need any params right now. And we're going to paste this in here. We're going to delete that. We're going to say request params, and then we're going to jump down here, delete that, and then now we need to do a bunch of imports. So we'll grab from Zod form data, we'll grab error from Svelte, we'll grab our database from our server, we will grab product tag from the schema, we'll grab product2 product tag from the schema, we'll grab equals from Drizzle, we'll grab like from Drizzle, and we'll grab the accept. We want to grab this from Sqlite, right? Yeah, everything. Okay, everything else looks good here. It's yelling at me about this, but we're not even going to do this. This is something we'll cover in the deep dive where I got a little fancy. I did some accept logic to only grab the things that aren't currently selected. In this case, we don't have to worry about that. We can just grab everything that matches. So that's not too big of a deal. So all we have to do in here now is we're just going to search for the tags. And then the tags we want to find is going to be where the data query matches. Yeah. So basically all we're doing here is Drizzle's a light abstraction on SQL. We're going into our database. We're searching through the tags table, grabbing the tag name. Yeah. And we're doing it where the name field is similar to the query. So that's why where I had that like lowercase ocean, it still popped up. And if we go to that admin page and we go into these tags, if I did aerospace, the AE is closer to aerospace. Or if I did space, this will still pop up. Versus if I did like testing, nothing's going to show up. But if I did ants, plants will show up. So that's just a way to do search. I went ahead within my schema and I added an index to the product tag. Yeah, there we go. So I made sure that the name is indexed and it's the primary key. So I think that's indexed by default. If that's not true, very much yell at me in the comments. That's a huge L on my part if I conceptually had that wrong, but I believe primary key should be automatically indexed. So with all that out of the way, really this is our search implementation. I mean, I've talked about this in previous videos. What we're doing up here is we're just grabbing from the form data. We're just getting our query. When in the video tomorrow, when we implement all of this on the front end, I'll show you that. I might even do part of this today, to be honest. Like this might need to be shown on the front end. You know, just making sure they pass up a query. Down here, I already explained the SQL, and then we can just go ahead and do searched tags. There we go. So we'll just return those. And I think I'm actually going to grab the tag description here. We're going to do product tag.description. I want to get its description as well, to be honest. I think that's, we might implement that into the UI somewhere, but I want to have access to that on the front end somewhere. Okay, cool. So I like everything here. This is a good default action. Now we're going to think a little bit about our load function and grabbing some stuff there. So right now we're just going to this fetch all products function that I made. When I started this project, I was being really responsible and I was abstracting all my database logic into these nice little functions or whatever within this data directory. As time has gone on, I've kind of gotten lazy with it and I haven't bothered too much. You know, you can go back and forth on what's ideal. I think you just pick one and stick with it. And I haven't done that. So I think, actually, that's not fully true. The whole idea behind this is, yes, it is for cleanness and it is for encapsulation, but also it's kind of nice to have this be reusable. Because here where I say fetch all products and then I pass in a take and a skip, instead of having to write this every time, I can just use this. And this is used in a bunch of different places. It's used on the admin page. It's used a lot of places. So this is honestly a pretty useful function to have. I think I just want to add more filters to it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we're selecting with, or actually we need a more dialed in approach here because we're gonna be changing up how some of this stuff works. Yeah, we are. Okay. So let's just grab this. We're gonna yank this. We're gonna go back over to our load function. We're gonna just delete that and we're gonna paste, oh fuck. Whoops, I vimmed incorrectly. I deleted it. And then that was what got put onto my yank. There we go. So we don't need this anymore. So then now in this load function, what we're going to want to do is our limit is just by default going to be 6. We only want to get 6. I think that looks pretty good in the UI. Our offset is going to be 0. We will change the offset in a second here. We're going to have to implement pagination, and I'm going to add some available stuff for that. Then we want to make sure that we're grabbing the images. I totally agree with that. And then, yeah, okay, so this is a good way to get our products. This isn't going to change much of anything. If we go back over to our products page, everything is working the same way it did before. But what we want to do is we want to allow this to be filtered down based on the tags that the user has searched. So the way this is going to ultimately work when we implement the front end is I'm going to go through and you're going to hit like planets or whatever, and that's going to select the tag. It's actually going to put it up here. So what's going to end up doing, like we're going to have like tags equals, here, we'll do tags equals planets. There we go. So just like that, now when I search this, we have tags equals planets and a bunch of URL encoding up there. And if we go up into our async here and we will do query, I believe, or URL. Yeah, we do URL, and then we do const params equals URL dot search params. This should just return that. And then, yeah, so, and if we do console.log params.get, and we want to get, what did I call it? Just tags? Yeah, tags. If we do that, and we refresh this, now we'll get planets here. So I think we want to do, let me actually double check how that works correctly. I believe we can just do this and then do aerospace, and it should just work the way you expect. Aerospace, and then will this, shout out to this Stack Overflow post because I'm an idiot. A much better way to do URL state here is going to be to give a tag and then just have tag equals and then have a bunch of these. Yeah, that's much better than like parsing that. So we'll do tag equals aerospace, and then we'll do another tag equals nature. There we go. That looks good. Is that how they're? Oh no, I forgot. It's the and. You know, in theory I've used URL search params for state, but I've never done it in practice. So this is honestly a get all. There we go. Get all, and then it should be tag. Awesome. So now when we do this, aerospace and nature, now it's an array. Awesome. Perfect. So this is what I wanted. So now we have these two tags up here, and when they load the page, we now start over. I'll explain it from the start. Okay, so you see how we have these two tags up here. We have tag equals aerospace and tag equals nature. When you select something on here, it will be put up there if it doesn't already exist. We'll probably need to figure out a way to we'll figure that out in the next video. But when you hit aerospace, it'll put it up here. So then that'll select a tag. And then this over here, this load function, will be dictated based on what is in this URL. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and we're going to update how our system works based on this. So we're going to say const tags equals params.get all tag. And then I want to double check a couple of things here. Again, like I said, I haven't actually implemented this before, so I'm just going by rote off the top of my head and the way I believe all this stuff works. So when we do that, okay, it'll return an empty array. Beautiful. And then when we go back in here, no, I want this. And then when we go back over here and we say this, and then now, okay, perfect. So it's exactly how I thought it was. So aerospace and nature work correctly. So we have these tags here. Now let's go ahead and say, we've got our tags. Now let's go ahead and update our search accordingly. So what we want to do is we need to add a where clause. So we need to do a where, and then this is going to be a compound where. Let me double check the Drizzle docs as well. This is something I have actually not had to do in Drizzle before. These and really inspired landing page guys. It's I love the guys who make Drizzle. They're fantastic. Yep. Okay. Cool. So it's an and statement. Or it's an or. Yeah. Or. Awesome. Okay. So we want to do where or grab that guy. EQ. This is, yep, I remember, I'm an idiot. Okay, so we will go back and we will do the EQ, but the whole reason initially why I abstracted that out of that function is because we do not want to actually query over product anymore. We want to query over the, let me show you, the product, not product tag, but product to product tag. So this is a many-to-many relationship. This is not a SQL tutorial or anything like that, but in a many-to-many relationship, we have a product ID and we have a tag ID. We actually want to query over this because we just want to find the places where the tag is actually being used. So yeah, perfect. Let's go ahead and do that now. So we're going to do const n products. We'll change that in a second to be the real thing, but I don't want it yelling at me. db.query.product to product tag.find many. And then we're going to do here, and then we will add a where clause, and then we will add an or clause. So we want to find where one of the it equals any of the tags. So actually, we're going to go even tags.length greater than 0. If there are tags, then we want to do it where the tags are. So we'll do EQ. All right, Drizzle, I'm going to push you to your limits here. I want to see if you can handle this. GT, LT, okay. EQ or, sorry. So we're going to do or, and then we're going to do tags.map. Then we're going to do tag, and then it's going to be, what we're going to return is going to be EQ, the frickin' from Drizzle land. No, where is, okay, yeah, EQ is being used there, where it equals product to product tag dot tag ID is equal to tag. Yeah, we want it to be equal to tag. And then otherwise it's undefined. Dang it. Are we not able to do that? Cannot get SQL. That's not helpful. Get SQL or tags.map. Let's abstract this out. So const tag tag EQs, whatever. That will be tags.map tag, and then we want to do EQ product to product tag dot tag ID is equal to tag. Okay, so this will now be SQL unknown. So it's unknown, unfortunately. Shit. So that's why TypeScript's exploding. Or can we just do, it's an array of those. Can we just do ... tag EQs? It didn't yell at me. We'll see if this works. If this works, I'm a genius. If it doesn't, well, I'm probably not either way, but I hope it works. Okay, so now that we've gotten all of our product to product tags, let's just test this for right now. Let's just do console.log end products. I don't want to go up and down yet. So now that we've done this, holy crap, this might have actually worked. If we go here, we had aerospace and nature, and we had one product on that. Now let's change this to natural, natural. And then if we do go back, holy crap, it actually worked first try. Let's go. Sick. Okay, that's really sick. Awesome. Okay, cool. Drizzle's really cool. Good job, guys. You guys do good work. So yeah, so we just grab all these equal statements, put them into our or. So then we just want to find where any of these places match. Dope, that actually works. Sick. Good job, guys. Okay. So now let's go ahead and update this. We need to get some more stuff. We're going to do the with. The whole reason why I'm using this syntax, which is very Prisma-like, is because I don't want to do the joins, man. Like, I did it earlier on, and yeah, it's more performant. Yeah, it's technically better. I get it. But, like, I just want to write with and then say size is true. I don't want to fucking... I just don't want to... Like, it's a pain to manipulate the joins into a format that makes more sense. And this just works. Like, it just feels better. So I'm just going to keep doing it. So with product is going to be true. So with product, and then within the product, we want just all this. Yeah, just all that on the product. Bunch of stuff here. Product with, oh yeah, with, sorry, a bonus with, and then down here, close it. Sweet. Very, very sweet. So here now this should be an array of, so yeah, so we still have to do a little bit of manipulation to get this back into this format, which is what I want it to be. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead, because I don't need to have these sorted by tag or whatever. So we're just going to do const products equals n products.map. We'll figure out a better name for that in a second. P, and then we just want to do, we're just going to return p dot product. That's all we need. And then we're going to go ahead and delete this guy. And then, what do we want to call this? We'll just say product to product tag. Whoops. ODU. Sweet. Map P. No, you don't implicitly have any type. Stop it. TypeScript, stop. You're being annoying. Oh, no. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's the table name. Okay, my bad. PT tag. Sure, product to tag. ETT. Whatever. I can't name things, man. I don't know what you want from me. Whatever. Okay, so here. So now we just have our product tags. There's definitely some performance improvements we can do in here. Most of this should all be indexed because it's just running over primary keys, so it's not a huge deal. We should be okay. Actually, the images, and then we want limit 1 for this. We can optimize that a little bit because we only need the primary image. So a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Actually, sizes, we don't want the sizes, so we can just pull that out too. Get an even smaller pipeline. Awesome. So now if I go up here and I delete this natural tag, it works. It actually works. Awesome. Holy crap. I didn't expect that to actually work. Sweet. Okay, cool. So just like that, we now have URL state for this stuff. And then hopefully if I delete all of the tags, they all come back. Let's go. It worked. Why is that one showing up twice? Oh, we don't have duplicate checking. Oh, no. Oh, no, because there's multiple tags for each product. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh, that is heartbreaking. Oh, no. Oh, no. Crap. Yeah, because we're grabbing all of these, because what's happening there is if we go in here and we look at this, we have tag ID. So we're grabbing all of these, but my first product shows up twice. So we need to limit how many times this shows up. Damn. Okay. There's probably some really easy way to do that. I'm trying to think. What would be the easiest way to do that? No duplicates. Let me just see if there's... Dang it. Oh, that was so perfect. That felt so good. But no, it doesn't work. Because we need... It is right. It does... We need to make sure that we only have... select filters. We can only get one. So once we have one, we need to make it unique. And how do we do that? If any of you guys know of a really clean and simple, easy way to do that, to just axe all those duplicates, definitely let me know. Because otherwise, I think we have little choice now but to do some... to get up to some shenanigans. I hate it when I have to get up to fuck. Oh, it was so good. God dang it. Oh, crap. Crap. Oh, and now I'm gonna have to type this too. Dang it. Okay, well, at least I can just do this. Bang. Okay. All right, well, you know, it is what it is. It sucks, but we can't use this anymore. So now we're gonna do const products equals, so products is going to be an array of that. Yeah, it's gonna be an array of that stuff. Because I need to type it because we're going to be just pushing into it, and when I define it, so that when we send it down. So this is our array of products, and now what we want to do is now we want to do an array of, I guess we don't need to, we just need to, I mean, I guess it's going to be over so few entries that performance really doesn't matter here. So it's fine. I mean, it's going to be, like, I know that in production, this entire site will have at most, like, probably 100 plus products, and we can do array manipulations over 100 plus products, even if it's an n to the bajillionth time. It should be okay. I believe in my N1 Mac to do it. If you're on Internet Explorer, Godspeed. Okay, so let's just do for, we're gonna go through the whole thing. For let I equals 0, or I guess we can just do pttag dot for each. And then we're going to do P, and we're going to do this. So the first thing we want to do is we just want to check if the product is already in that array. So if products.contain.includes P.product. Is that like, no, they're objects. I don't like that. I'm going to say const used IDs equals this, and it's going to be a string array. We're going to do this. If again, this is another thing where like, if this is completely worthless, tell me, but my gut tells me that string comparison is a lot easier than a giant object comparison, especially when we have nested arrays in there. So we're going to do dot includes p dot product ID. If it doesn't include, we want to insert it. So if it doesn't include, we want to do products dot push p, and then we want to do used IDs dot push p dot ID dot product, dot product dot ID. Okay. So then now we can just go ahead and say, okay, so that should just do the trick. So now if we go back over here, oh, but our limit's going to be wrong. Son of a bitch. Wait, do we even have a limit in here? No, we don't even have a limit on this. You can just get however many it wants. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's going to create so many nasty edge cases within the pagination. Because, like, we limit it by 10, but then it's non-deterministic. Because, like, what if there's, like, 5 in a row of all the things? Dang, that's rough. Dang, that's really rough. I feel like you need to do this at the SQL level. But I'm not sure how to do it. I'm not sure how to remove duplicates at the SQL level. You know what? Again, maybe this is a place where we just grab everything and we just do our limits down here. So our products, because again, this isn't perfect, but I can just say that it's less, it's low. It's a low enough number where, like, if we just say, like, if we just say that the max is going to be like 1 entry, then we can go in here and say and products, or I guess we can say used IDs dot length is less than or equal to max. Actually, no, we want it to be less than max because that one will push it to the max. So if we do this, so we should only get 1 entry out now. So we go over to here to our Svelte e-commerce. We only get 1 entry. If we do this, we only get 2. And if we do this again, it should not add a third because we're only getting distinct. Because if we just went ahead and just did this, this will give us 3. Okay. All right. Well, this isn't perfect. We're going to need to do some thinking about this at some point. But for now, this will function. I'll put a note here to do change for pagination. Okay. It's not perfect. It's sure as hell not perfect. But it works. And you know what? For now, I'm okay with that. This is not the most efficient thing in the world. I wish we could dial this in a little bit more. There's definitely some SQL stuff here that we can make better. But for right now, I think this will work. So let's just do a last test. Tag equals natural. Whoops. It has to be exact, but that will not be a problem because it'll be in here. So natural, and then and tag equals aerospace. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, you know what? It's not perfect, but this will function. And this is enough for now. And tomorrow we will go ahead and implement the front end for all this stuff, make that really nice and clean. And yeah, you know what? That's all right. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like and subscribe, do all that stuff, and definitely let me know if there's a better way to do this. I have the code base link down below. And yeah, I will talk to you soon.